up, guys? Welcome to the channel. My name's Nelson. I'm driving my 2009 Acura TSX, baby. Woo! Going on a
road trip.
Woo! Let's go.
Ah!
Yay!
Woo!
Let's bust it.
All right.
No, it's my turn.
Let's see your moves. Go. Are 45 minutes away from Fresno. Let's look at this service.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's okay.
Hey, we're gonna be picking up our new family car, possibly. It's a 2005 Toyota Highlander, and I'm super excited about this one. I've never owned a Highlander before.
Yeah.
This one is this one is V6, third row seats. We're gonna see how good and how reliable this vehicle is. I'm gonna have a really clear indication driving it an hour and a half. The Turlock, I'm gonna be hearing the noises and how the motor reacts, transmission. So I'll let you guys know when we get there. Picked up our Toyota Highlander. Let's just go through it real quick. Brand new Michelin tires all around, Jbl Audio, and it's pretty beat up. 220,000 miles. They liked hot Cheetos for sure. And there's a hole here. I think we're missing something on top. More. So maybe they use it. Our third brake light is gone. I didn't know that. Faded, faded, faded. Our third row seats, they're pretty small. It's okay. They're in good shape. And we're missing a piece there. Let's fold these down. And look at that space. Woo! Got some Toyota parts, some filters. Sweet, that's a good sign. So don't hate me too much, it's used. I just bought it. We're gonna clean her up. Battery terminals, hopefully it got a new battery on it. That'd be cool. All right, tow hitch, sweet. Lights are oxidized. This side, the bumper's hanging a little bit. Hopefully I can just fix that, or maybe the piece is missing here. This fog light has a crack. It's faded. It's okay. Little faded here and some scratches, but it's in. Wow, I like it a lot, but I don't think my girl likes it. She's not feeling it. Mobile 1 530. Mobile 1 530 sweet, so that's what we're gonna be running. Yeah, looking pretty dirty. Antifreeze, looks like it has antifreeze, and it says something about the timing belt, just like it said on the Carfax. Our power steering, looks like this line is kind of cracked up for our power steering, but that's not a big deal. Is our battery new? So it's not installed correctly, the battery, first of all. Terminals are good. Does it have a year on it? I don't want to touch that just yet. It looks pretty new, and it's a gold one, so it's the more expensive battery. Brake fluid, it's at the max. Looks pretty good. And one thing I do see is this rear valve cover, and these rear valve covers, I mean, are always leaking. I'm not sure if you can see it in there, but it's leaking for sure. Let's check the bottom. And I think the bottom is pretty good, except for that side over there. It looks like it might be a CV axle. That's what I saw like in the picture. So all right, let's start her up. We're now on the freeway, and I gotta tell you, this is an amazing car. I have so much visibility. Also, I got all these lights on, 225,000 miles, and this thing is running really nice. Here on the freeway, it's running true, it's running straight. There you go, about 70 miles an hour down the freeway. Really nice, brand new Michelin tires, and I mean, how much are those brand new tires alone worth? That's at least $1,000 in tires. The Michelins are some of the most expensive tires you can buy. Probably like anywhere from $700 to $800 brand new, plus to install them another like $200 to $300. Just depends on where you got it installed at. So easily $1,000, and I paid $2,500 for this Toyota Highlander. It's a 2005, and this is gonna be my new family car right now. I got the TSX, the 2009 behind me, and I'm definitely downgrading. At least that's what she thinks right now. I think once she sees what she's actually getting, she's getting a super cheap, reliable SUV. She's getting all the space, Toyota reliability. I mean, there's just a lot to win here. Right now, I'm loving it, you know? It feels 100% reliable, but only time will tell. So what do you guys think about me downgrading like that? Is that weird? Is that odd? Also, one thing is too, I was telling her, let's get a Highlander, but I don't know 100% if she's gonna like it too much, because like I said, that's a newer car and we're going to an older car. So I bought like the cheapest Toyota Highlander I could find, $2,500, and we're just gonna clean it up. We're gonna fit her in here, see how she feels. If she feels like she likes the Toyota Highlander, we could always sell this one for a little bit more, sell the TSX, and then we could buy, if she likes this Toyota Highlander, we could buy one with lower miles and in better condition. But the thing about it is here, all I see here is opportunity, no joke. Because look, we got a bad steering wheel. Well, let's cut this off and restitch it. I've done some steering wheels before. Also, the seats are not in great shape, but this is like a tan color. I mean, I could literally go to the junkyard, pull all the seats, front and back, black in good condition, if I can find them at the junkyard, and install them, you know, probably like $300 or $400, which is going to be cheaper than getting them redone. And the wheels, I mean, the thing about having rims is that rims, you always have options. You could take the original wheels off and sell them, and then buy some wheels that you like. You know, sometimes you can get them cheap, sometimes you can't. For example, this Highlander, I would really like to have the gunmetal stock wheels. Also, you can get some really cool like RAV4 wheels, like a newer RAV4. And I mean, we're going like 65, and look at the RPMs at 2,000 RPM, so that's not bad. And the car came full of gas. And I know the check engine light is something small. I think it's an evap leak, so it could even be like the fuel cap. That is a possibility, especially with these older Toyotas that have a lot of miles. You can remove some fuel caps and literally clean them with the microfiber, put them back on, and boom. Like sometimes they weren't clipping on and there was just some dirt, and after cleaning it, I mean, it would just, you can hear the click, it would click like if it was really on. Great sound system. You see, we got a Jbl audio system. Damn, dude, this thing is nice, man. I really like it. Do I wish I had a nicer, cleaner one? Yes, but like I said, I mean, we can just keep going through it and going through it and cleaning it until it becomes something that we really like and really want. Also, if I didn't want to re-stitch this, I could just go to the junkyard and pull a whole steering wheel out. I don't have to get the airbag, I can just get the wheel. But I do feel something. Look, check it out. So I'm going 60 and let go of the gas. I don't know if it's when it downshifts. I don't know if you guys can notice this. Check it out. A little bit of kind of like downshifting, it feels like. It's not too bad. And did I show you guys what the squeak was? So when I first started up, it had a squeak because the AC was on. So if I literally hit, like, I think this is to control my fan, this is my temperature. So let's hit this. I don't know if it's gonna squeak or not. It's already running, so it didn't squeak this time, but it was my AC that was on. That's why it was squeaking. The minute I turned my AC off, the whole thing went off. So it's probably just a belt that's loose, because sometimes if it squeaks like that, it could be timing belt too. And I know this one just got the timing belt replaced. So I mean, that's one of the biggest reasons I bought it, because of the Carfax. They just put a ton of money into this car. They just did the timing belt with the seals and the gaskets and everything. You know, it says it right on the Carfax. They also just did the tires, and those tires, I'm telling you, they just put $2,000 into this car before they sold it. And who does that? Nobody fixes the car before they sell it, unless they're like, you know, good people. They don't want to feel bad. They don't want to sell something really shitty and stuff like that. So that's the ultimate reason why I bought it, because of the Carfax. And I like working off of the facts whenever I can. That's how I buy cars. And I took a giant risk here, and I think it's a good reward, because even if my girl don't like it, she's like blah 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 blah, I don't like it, well, I can always sell it at the dealership. You know, the VSC is, it could be like a fuse, it could be that it needs to be reset. The check engine light is for evap, so I know I can fix it. And then the other light is for the tires, and $100, you know, probably like $25 to $50 a piece for the tire sensors, and boom, fix it myself. Let's funk. Driving her for about 20 minutes, city and freeway. Temperatures holding good. We got good gas, and we are just chilling, cruising. There's no noises that I hear that are big, loud, that would say there's something going on with the motor, something going on with the transmission, something going on with the suspension or the steering. But you did see that steering hose that looked a little questionable. But so far everything is going really good. Woo, and I'm super excited. Made it perfectly fine. I mean, I am so impressed with the Toyota Highlander. 225,000 miles, clean title. I think it has a minor accident report. Look at this spoiler. Isn't that sick? But it's missing the third light. But we're gonna get it fixed, and you know, just see what happens from there. I got it for 25. So worst case scenario is if I gotta get rid of it, I can just sell it for, you know, what I paid for it, or just win a couple $100. I don't think we can go wrong. You know, I'm really excited about it, and it drives so good. Tomorrow we're gonna hit up the junkyards and just see what happens. All right guys, that's the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for tuning in.